Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. I'm doing this from my phone because it is what it is. It's nighttime. I'm still in West Plains, Missouri. My truck was all squared away, ready to go. I planned on rolling out Monday morning because I got people I got to visit down in Florida. And I'm not even exaggerating, man. The truck was sitting in the shop for a week, right there. Right there. And I happened to notice that it was dripping underneath. And I'm thinking to myself, that's weird, whatever. So Sunday I get under the truck and I clean it up. And Monday morning it's leaking again. Both of my transfer cases just started dumping transfer case fluid out. For no reason whatsoever at all. So I'm starting to believe that somebody has actually put a curse on me. And it is what it is, I guess. But let me tell you something real quick, because I don't have time to make a video straight up, so I'm doing it like this. Everybody's freaking out. Donald Trump's going to take over Venezuela. Donald Trump's going to take over Greenland. Donald Trump is here to make the North American Union or one of the 10 kingdoms. That's his job. That's what he's here for. I told you that when he first showed up. Everything he said that he was going to do, he's doing the exact opposite, okay? Everything he's doing isn't good for America whatsoever at all. He just literally told the entire world to F off, but the entire world's in on it, so it's no big deal. Trump is putting everything into place. We're seeing the New World Order coming flying at us like we've never seen before. This is it. This is it. It's happening. It's going down right now. Let me tell you something else. One of the kids that works here was like, I was down in Mexico and they're not chemtrailing anymore. Shut up. They're not chemtrailing. And another one chimes in, yeah, Arkansas banned chemtrailing. Well,
what the fuck? Look at this shit.
I've never seen chemtrailing as bad as it was today, ever at all, for any reason. Seriously. And I'll show it to you. But here's the thing. Let me tell you this, and I'll tell you this for the last time. Get your savings out of the bank because they're going to take it. Turn it into gold and silver. Everybody that listened to me 2 years ago when I first started talking about this have quadrupled their 401ks or their IRAs. Because gold is skyrocketing and it will continue to skyrocket, all right? I'm not selling gold. I'm telling you to turn your ones and zeros in a bank account that can be shut off overnight because Trump decided to invade it into gold and silver that you have in your hand. And if they decide they're going to try to have you have it confiscated, it's the exact same thing as telling you to stay in your house, lock in, and put on a mask. Do it or don't. I wouldn't. You shouldn't either. But this is crazy, man. We're watching this all happen, and people still don't understand what's going on. They think it's all good. It's all good. Trump just secretly dropped into Venezuela, grabbed the dictator and his wife, and the dictator and his wife couldn't seem to be happier being in custody. I mean, don't let it bother you that Maduro being arrested and his wife showed up in Call of Duty, but, just because the exact same thing that just happened in real life showed up in a video game years ago, that's nothing. Nothing to see here, folks. All is well. And I'll tell you what, somebody just sent me a list of what AI predicts for 2026. Yeah, it ain't good. It ain't good. I'll tell you that right now. It ain't good because if Google's AI is predicting it, it's being fed this information. So lock and load. Get your money out of the bank and start stacking up on whatever you possibly can and try to carry it with you at all times. You see what I'm saying? Oatmeal's a good one because all you got to do is get hot water on it and you got sustenance. But I guess that's all for now. At any rate, Richie from Boston, and I'm out.
Thank you very much,
Mr. President, if you had to sum up Operation Absolute Resolve, would you say that it was about oil or it was about regime change?
It's about peace on Earth.
How is it peace on Earth?
Peace on Earth. We got to have peace. It's our hemisphere. The Monroe Doctrine was very important when it was done, and other presidents, a lot of them, they lost sight of it. I didn't. I didn't lose sight. But it really is. It's peace on Earth. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, do you have a New Year's resolution?
I have.
Let's hear it.
Peace on Earth. Peace on Earth. You can come in if you'd like. We need Greenland for national security. Not for minerals. We have so many sites for minerals and oil and everything. We have more oil than any other country in the world. We need Greenland for national security. And if you take a look at Greenland, you look up and down the coast, you have Russian and Chinese ships all over the place.
Now they're asking the United States to stop the threats of taking over Greenland. International fallout from that U.S. attack on Venezuela reaching the shores of Danish territory now. Officials from Denmark and Greenland even asking for a meeting with Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Denmark joining France, Spain, and the UK, all putting out a joint statement now, pledging to keep defending Greenland's sovereignty, even calling the U.S. an essential partner in that.
Greenland,
On Greenland now?
yeah, on Greenland.
How did we come up to Greenland?
So, do you expect to take an action against Greenland?
Well, I don't want to talk about Greenland. Let's talk about Venezuela, Russia, Ukraine, and we'll worry about Greenland in about 2 months. Let's talk about Greenland in 20 days.
On Venezuela, we've talked so much about energy.
By the way, I will say this about Greenland. We need Greenland. We need Greenland from a national security situation. It's so strategic. Right now, Greenland is covered with Russian and Chinese ships all over the place. We need Greenland from the standpoint of national security. And Denmark is not going to be able to do it, I can tell you. You know what Denmark did recently to boost up security in Greenland? They added one more dome sled. It's true. They thought that was a great move.
What would the justification be for agreeing to Greenland? What would the justification
Oh, I don't want to talk about Greenland now. I just say this. We need Greenland from the standpoint of national security. And the European Union needs us to have it, and they know.
Important topic. The Premier of Greenland and the Premier of Denmark and other Danish officials are responding to a Twitter post from your wife, Katie Miller, herself a former Trump White House official, showing Greenland covered with an American flag, saying soon. After that was posted, President Trump repeated the claim that the U.S. needs Greenland for national security reasons. The Danish Prime Minister responded to this in an interview earlier today, as reported by Bloomberg, quote, "I believe one should take the American president seriously when he says it wants Greenland, but I will also make it clear that if the U.S. chooses to attack another NATO country militarily, then everything stops, including NATO, and thus the security that has been established since the end of the Second World War." Can you rule out that the U.S. is ever going to try to take Greenland by force?
All the way back, it dated to the Monroe Doctrines. And the Monroe Doctrine is a big deal. But we've superseded it by a lot. By a real lot. They now call it the Monroe Document. I don't know. It's Monroe Doctrine. We sort of forgot about it. It was very important, but we forgot about it. We don't forget about it anymore. Under our new national security strategy, American dominance in the Western Hemisphere will never be questioned again. Won't happen. So just in concluding, for decades, other administrations have neglected or even contributed to these growing security threats in the Western Hemisphere.
Who has heard the poem called The Snake? So I have it. Does anybody want to hear it again? You sure? Are you sure? Okay. So let's dedicate this to General Kelly the Border Patrol, and the ICE agents for doing such an incredible job. All right? This was written by Al Wilson a long time ago. And I thought of it having to do with our borders and people coming in. And we know what we're going to have. We're going to have problems. We have to very, very carefully vet. We have to be smart. We have to be vigilant. So here it is, the snake. It's called the snake. On her way to work one morning, down the path along the lake, a tender-hearted woman saw a poor, half-frozen snake. His pretty-colored skin had been all frosted with the dew. "Poor thing," she cried, "I'll take you in, and I'll take care of you." The border. "Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman," sighed the vicious snake. She wrapped him up all cozy in a comforter of silk and laid him by her fireside with some honey and some milk. She hurried home from work that night, and as soon as she arrived, she found that pretty snake she'd taken in had been revived. "Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman," sighed that vicious snake. She clutched him to her bosom. "You're so beautiful," she cried. "But if I hadn't brought you in by now, oh heavens, you would have died." She stroked his pretty skin again and kissed him and held him tight. But instead of saying thank you, that snake gave her a vicious bite. "Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman," sighed the vicious snake. "I have saved you," cried the woman, "and you've bitten me, heavens, why? You know your bite is poisonous, and now I'm going to die." "Oh, shut up, silly woman," said the reptile with a grin. "You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in."
In how, how their life is conducted or what they're in support of.
I just want to share with you one really funny opinion. But there is in Lapland, there is a group of the shamans there who do something called collective dreaming. They will go together in seclusion and do the rituals with, eating very little food and being in a solitude for a long time. And they will go and dream the dreams. And the dream have to be collective, same dream. So coming out of this dream, once of the shaman told me that actually the best thing happened in this planet right now is the Trump to be the president. I said, how is this possible? It's the best thing to happen. He said, yes, because he's so irrational, he's so crazy. That's actually create that awakening, that we finally wake up. Because before it will be another guy and everything looks similar. But he's so different than anything else. So he's the magician who waking us up. What do you think about that? That kind of theory. I know, it's speechless, I understand. But this is one opinion.
The Lord's Prayer. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. Amen.